குட் மார்னிங் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ். இது வந்து ஒரு சின்ன வீடியோ தான் இன்றைக்கி காலையில். இது வந்து அகெயின் ரிலேட்டிங் டு சப்ஸ்கிரைபர் கமெண்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் சஜஷன்ஸ். ஸோ நம்மளுடைய ஒரு நல்ல சப்ஸ்கிரைபர் தாமஸ் ரஞ்சித்துங்கிறவர் என்ன சொல்லியிருக்காருன்னா, மிச்ச லாங்குவேஜ் பேசுகிறவங்களுக்கு தமிழில் மட்டும் சொன்னால் புரிய மாட்டேங்குது, அதனால் முக்கியமான பாயிண்ட்ஸை இங்கிலீஷ்லேயும் சொல்லுங்கன்னு சொல்லியிருக்காரு. அதனால் நம்ம இங்கிலீஷ்லேயும் சொல்லலாம் அப்படிங்கிறத முடிவெடுத்திருக்கேன். அது போக வந்து நம்ம சிவகுமார் கூட சில விஷயங்கள் நடந்தது, அதை பற்றி இன்றைக்கி டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணுவோம். இனிமேல் வர்ற வீடியோக்களில் முக்கியமான பாயிண்ட்ஸை நான் இங்கிலீஷில் ரிப்பீட் பண்ணுவேன். அது உங்களுக்கு கொஞ்சம் எரிச்சலாக இருக்கலாம், பொறுத்துக்கோங்க. பேர் வித் மீ ப்ளீஸ். தாமஸ் ரஞ்சித் பிரதர், திஸ் வீடியோ is mainly thanks to you. I'm going to use English hereafter in my videos along with Tamil, so that you also understand the important points of the video. Right now these two guys have just woken up. They are very active. I'm just trying to use them in the video so the video looks more interesting. Anyway, I thought that the yesterday's video was very important. I wanted it to be in English as well. So we had an ex-subscriber. We had a subscriber and he is now ex-subscriber. His name is Sivakumar. We had an argument about giving meat to puppies who are 3-month old. And he was saying that giving meat to puppies 3-month old is bad and giving pedigree to them is very good. So let me summarize the argument as follows. Let me put his points first and then my explanations later. So his points were, puppy when it is 3-month old, its vital organs are all very sensitive and light and developing, so meat will be hard on them. Nerian, sit Nerian. Meat will be hard on them. Kurumbi, Nerian. So another thing he said was, if we feed meat to the pups, they'll get more aggressive. Another thing he said was, meat generates a lot of heat in the body of the puppies, which is not good. And he said pedigree is manufactured based on the suggestions of world-class veterinarians, so it is always good. So here are my counter arguments for that. First of all, I actually gave him video proofs in comment section about how meat is not sensitive to puppy. Basically, dogs are all carnivores descended from wolves. Their digestive system right from puppy stage is developed to process meat. Their digestive juices easily disintegrate meat, as well as they also destroy a lot of microbes which will affect us if we eat raw meat. And their teeth are all well designed to grind the meat. So saying that a 3-month puppy will have a hard time eating meat is absurd. And moreover, I said I cooked the meat, shredded it and gave it to them in food, and he still didn't accept. So that is the first thing. Second thing is, pedigree also has meat and meat byproducts. So if meat is hard on a puppy, then pedigree has dried processed meat, which is even harder to the digestive system. Anyway, then the argument went in a wrong direction, where he was saying, like, if you have a baby, won't you give it Cerelac and Farex? So how can you call preserved food as chemicals and not so good as healthy food? To which I replied, I will never give Cerelac or Farex to my babies. So in order to understand why I am saying that, we need to look into a little bit of history. So we need to understand how the food processing companies came about. So there were not too much food processing industry before World War I and World War II. So how did these food processing industries come about? During the World War, all these countries fighting wars in different other countries which are far away from their own country, they needed to supply food to their soldiers all the time in order to win the battle. But in order to supply food, they need to preserve food. So a lot of companies came into existence in USA as well as in European nations to support the troops. They manufactured tinned preserved vegetables, vegetable powders, milk powders, so that the soldiers who are fighting the warfare can easily prepare their own food and eat a good meal. So that is how these companies came into existence. So right after the war, these $1 million invested companies didn't have anything to do with their machineries, because their machineries were perfectly designed to process certain foods. So what they did was they continued to manufacture processed food and started selling it to regular people who consumed regular food and were not in need of processed food or tinned or canned or powdered food. So these companies were in existence like close to 100 years or more. And the question Sivakumar was putting there was that since these companies are 100 years old, they are very reliable and they provide quality product. I do accept that they provide quality product, but does quality product always equate to healthy product? So for example, Coca-Cola is a quality product. I won't say anything wrong with the quality of Coca-Cola drinks, beverages. So but at the same time, Coca-Cola is not healthy. Even the company itself admitted that if you consume too much Coca-Cola, it is not healthy and it causes obesity. So the same thing can be said for preserved food. Preserved food, I wouldn't say that they are not completely healthy. They are a good alternative source if you don't have proper nutrition. But they are not better than the natural food at any point of time. And for puppies, if you think that pedigree is easily digestible and meat is not, then you are making a big mistake. So even if you look into the pedigree ingredients, there are so many preservatives added, and you can say that these preservatives were tested to be puppy proof. Yeah, they were tested, but is it natural for the puppy to have these chemicals in their body? A lot of veterinarians say that we should not feed too much salt to the puppies. But if you look into the pedigree ingredient, they have salts in it. So how do we come to a conclusion? My perception is that natural food, natural balanced food is way better than giving just pedigree to the pup. And that was the crux of argument we had. And along with that, I was mixing my food for the puppies, which was egg and rice. And my puppies had rabies vaccination yesterday, and my vet suggested that since they've almost 3.5 months old now, I can start giving them ragi and replace it instead of the rice. So I cannot suddenly change the food for puppies, as it will disrupt their digestive system. So I'm just, as discussed in my earlier video, I think food video part 1, I'm just introducing 25% of ragi in their daily meal diet, and will gradually change it to 50, 75% and 100% ragi. So this is the crux of the whole video. And unfortunately, we have lost Sivakumar, a subscriber. He seemed to be so defensive about his argument, and he was even blaming me to be short-tempered, which I am not. And I didn't even block him or block his comments. I just deleted one of his unsavory comment, which I didn't like. Other than that, all his comments are still intact. He left the channel. ஸோ நண்பர்களே, நம்ம சிவகுமார் அதுக்கப்புறமும் திருப்பி பெடிகிரி தான் நல்லதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தார். நான் பெடிகிரிக்கு மார்க்கெட்டிங் ஆஃபீஸர் இல்லைன்னு சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தார். நான் அவர் மேலே கோவப்படுறேன்னு வேறு சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தார். நான் அவருக்கு திருப்பி என்ன சொன்னேன்னா, இந்த மாதிரி நான் உங்கள் மேலே கோவப்படுறதுக்கு எனக்கு என்ன அவசியம்? உங்களுக்கும் எனக்கும் உண்டான உறவுங்கிறது என்னென்னா, நீங்கள் நான் பண்ணுற வீடியோவை பார்க்குறீங்க, பார்க்காமலும் போகலாம். இதுதான் நம்ம 2 பேருக்கு இடையில் இருக்க உறவு. அப்படி இருக்கும்போது உங்கள் மேலே நான் எதுக்கு கோவப்படணும்? கண்ணால் காண்பதும் போய், காதால் கேட்பதும் போய், தீர விசாரிப்பதே மெய். இதைத்தான் நான் செஞ்சுக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன். உங்களையும் அதைத்தான் செய்ய சொல்கிறேன். அதனால் நீங்கள் அதை பண்ணுங்கள் அப்படின்னு